Nate meets Damian and Billy makes a proposal to Lily. Lily gripes to Devin and Abby at Society about Nate skipping their New Year's celebrations in order to remain in Los Angeles. Devin believes it's acceptable because he's going to meet a sister he didn't know he had. As the conversation shifts to work, Lily informs her brother that she has identified locations where they can reduce the fat. "I love having her on board," Devin laughs. Abby concurs. Since Nate is the newest member of their family and Winters Incorporated, Devin believes he might be at home with his sibling. "Is he offering him a job at our company?" Lily frowns. Devin affirms that's the goal and that he supports it. Abby and Lily are worried. Devin clarifies that Nate required a means of communication. The offer is merely a front. Lily is not optimistic about the success of the subterfuge. Devin wishes to back Nate. When the truth is revealed, Lily inquires as to whether he will rescind the employment offer. According to Devin, they didn't make it that far. Abby and she are concerned about hiring a total stranger. They don't require any information regarding this individual. Is he even trustworthy? Nate informs Audra that he has not received a response from Damian in Los Angeles. He has left a few messages requesting a meeting to discuss a potential work opportunity. The fact that he is calling over the holidays looks odd to Audra. Nate is shocked that he wasn't at least interested. If he's already suspicious, Audra wonders. Nate wonders how Damian might be aware of his identity. Audra speculates that he may be more familiar with his ancestry than Amy is. Perhaps the reason he took Fled in the first place was because he had discovered her secrets. What if he feels deceived and angry? She worries that he might never be able to forgive his mother for deceiving him all of his life. They'll have to wait and see if he reacts, Nate says. Amy must be quite anxious, according to Audra. She is strong, but delicate, according to Nate. They both want to protect her. Nate hopes she will be reunited with her son and given the opportunity to say goodbye and make atonement. At that moment, Damian responds to him. At Crimson Lights, Billy bumps into Chelsea, and they strike up a conversation. He stops Chelsea as she tries to leave. Is there anything she can do for an old friend? He points out that they'll be bumping into one other due to the boys' frequent hangouts as well as their close vicinity. He's trying to figure out how to get out of this awkward situation. Chelsea informs Billy that Connor is doing incredibly well while they sit there. That makes him happy. She inquires about him and Chancellor's passing. Billy claims that he intends to retract it. There it is, says Chelsea, rolling her eyes. She hoped that his desire for vengeance was only an impulse and that he would focus his energies on something else. Is he truly interested in fighting Victor? Billy claims that although he initiated the conflict, he did not entirely eliminate his objective. I was harmed. Extremely. He is incapable of forgetting and moving on. Devin, Lily, and Abby continue talking about the women's worries over Nate giving Damian a job offer at Society. The man and what he possibly wants from them are unknown to them. Without getting to know him more, Lily is hesitant to welcome him into the company. Being stabbed in the back once more is the last thing she wants. She believes Nate is not approaching this in the proper manner. Given the false pretenses, Abby concurs. Devin restates that Nate only required a means of initiating the discussion. He is not foolish and will not act carelessly. In the event that someone objects, he will not bring them on board. They decide to wait and see how things work out, but Lily keeps asking, what if this thing goes bad? Then what? Devin finds it amazing that she truly anticipates the worst. They frequently recruit folks they don't know. It's a gift to work with your family if he proves to be a good man. Lily gives in to the argument. She hopes everything goes smoothly. Perhaps he will be a valuable addition to Winters Incorporated. However, she believes they should be ready for Nate to deliver bad news. Abby concurs. Nate appears to have lost any sense of prudence. She's hoping he's still aware of the dangers. Lily is aware of his high standards. How could they not be? Devin queries. In the event that all falls apart, they must stand by him and help him. Nate informs Audra that Damian is open to meeting and speaking this morning in Los Angeles. "See you soon," is Damian's response when he sends him his location. The prospect of meeting his half-brother fills Nate with wonder. He is keen to solve the puzzle of Damian's apartments and the Monte Cristo firm. When Amy arrives, she sees that they are excited. Nate shows her Damian's message. She embraces Nate, amazed that her son is arriving there at this very moment. The text says, "Get the Young and Restless newsletter from Soaps. Subscribe to receive daily recaps, spoilers, exclusive interviews, and breaking news alerts delivered directly to your inbox. https://cloud.email.soaps.com/signup." As they sit, Nate informs Amy, who is thrilled, that Damian believes they are meeting to discuss a job. In order to get him to tell him the truth, Nate will offer him something and work to establish a relationship. What if this strategy backfires? Amy is quite anxious. Nate advises her to concentrate on the advantages that this situation may offer. Nate is told by Amy that his father would be really proud. She worries that Damian won't feel the same way, particularly if he learns of her role and the fact that she has been deceiving him all of her life. Amy is asked not to feel bad by Audra. At the moment, she did what she believed was best. Amy, who was young, feared Nathan wouldn't take Damian in. She couldn't let him feel abandoned as a child. Audra believes she is an excellent mother. "I wish my parents were as loving and committed as you and Jackson are." That was what Amy needed to hear. Nate is confident Damian will comprehend and extend forgiveness. Amy hopes that's the case. Knowing that he is by himself makes her not want to leave the planet. Chelsea tells Billy at Crimson Lights that she understands his point about being victimized. She is aware that she was one of the people that injured him, in addition to Victor and Jill. Billy claims that has nothing to do with his current situation. He has forgiven it. "I'm making an effort to move on." His main goal is to make amends with the Chancellor. Chelsea wishes to advise him. He's confident she'll tell him to forget about it. It will be more difficult to hear her advice, according to Chelsea. Billy mockingly scoffs when Chelsea implies that Jill had to make a tough choice. His tone, in her opinion, is masking anguish. He is urged by Chelsea to attempt to see things from her point of view. He might discover something about himself. Billy hopes she's not implying that he's at fault in any way. Jill is obviously blaming him, but Chelsea isn't. Perhaps he should examine it from her perspective and attempt to fix the harm. Billy was robbed of the company before he had a chance to demonstrate his abilities. There's no turning back now. He has no interest in mending his mother-child bond. Chelsea regrets hearing that. Billy assumed she would sympathize with him because he had given his all to the company. Chelsea is making an effort to protect him. He will take care of himself. Later, Lily welcomes Billy as she enters the coffee shop. When she inquires about his well-being, he questions why everyone believes he is about to collapse. Lily believes that he struggles to deal with terrible news. Billy claims that there are others who did not become Chancellor. It's being handled by Lily. Billy replies, "Maybe you want to join me," as he claims to be returning to the top. Lily believes the game is over. Billy questions whether she truly doesn't want to exact revenge on Victor and Nikki for stabbed her in the back. When Damian shows up to see Nate in LA, Audra and Amy depart so they won't be there. Nate tells them to leave their phones on. Abby asks Devin at Society if their lunch has upset him. Devin declines. Abby is aware of his concern for Nate. Devin would hate for him to be disappointed because he could hear how happy he is to discover his brother. They promise to support him if that occurs. Devin believes that this has evoked unpleasant recollections of his father's passing. That hole could never really be filled by anything. He feels that Nate hopes that his friendship with his brother will help to lessen that grief. He would hate for it to become a mess. What if it goes bad, says Abby. Devin is certain that Nate will be devastated. He will need to guard his heart. Abby inquires about his thoughts about Nate and Damian meeting. Devin claims that it has reminded him of his later encounters with his own family. It was a roller coaster of emotions. I simply believe that Nate is going to go out on his own. Regardless of the result, Abby concurs that he is. Devin hopes they could stop the drops, but they are powerless to do so. Billy informs Lily that Chancellor is theirs at Crimson Lights. Imagine the victory they would feel if they were once again in control without his mother controlling them. Lily is pleased at Winters, but she won't deny that she is upset over Nikki and Victor tricking her. Billy claims she lacks self-control. Lily advises him to return to Jabot. That's not an option, Billy says. He makes fun of the fact that she is not his lone ally. If he truly thinks he can defeat Victor, Lily wonders. If Billy didn't try, he would be a coward. Lily will support his success even though she is powerless to assist him. Abby is aware that Devin finds it difficult to watch Nate go through something that could harm him at Society. You wish to keep them safe. According to Devin, their only options are to watch, wait, and hope for the best. Abby reflects that protecting the people you care about isn't always possible. Devin is concerned that this might end before it really begins. Perhaps the most agonizing result of all would be if Nate's hopes were in vain. Nate thanks Damian for meeting with him and shakes his hand in LA. Damian acknowledges that his communication piqued his interest. He queries Nate on how he came to his attention. What made you contact me? Nate inquires as to whether he is implying that they erred in contacting him. Although Damian has changed jobs frequently, he is confident in his skill set. Hardly any poaching. That depends on what they're looking for, according to Nate. Damian requests that he go right to the point. What is the true purpose of this meeting? The ongoing drama of the young and the restless never fails to keep fans glued to their screens, and this week's developments are no exception. With Billy proposing an unexpected idea to Lily and Nate encountering a mysterious figure named Damian, Genoa City is brimming with intrigue and emotional tension. Billy's proposal to Lily. Billy Abbott and Lily Winters have a complex history, both professionally and personally. Their chemistry and mutual respect have seen them navigate numerous ups and downs, from business challenges to personal heartbreaks. In this week's episodes, Billy approaches Lily with a proposal that could alter the trajectory of their relationship, and perhaps their lives. Billy's suggestion isn't the romantic kind viewers might expect. Instead, it's rooted in their shared professional aspirations. Since their breakup, Billy and Lily have remained cordial, even collaborative at times. However, this proposal marks a turning point as Billy suggests they work together to launch a groundbreaking project, a media platform designed to expose corruption in Genoa City's business elite. Lily, ever the pragmatic thinker, is initially skeptical. She questions Billy's motives and whether his proposal is truly about seeking justice or simply a new distraction for his restless nature. Billy, in his usual passionate manner, insists this is an opportunity to make a difference, leveraging their unique skills and connections. He emphasizes that their collaboration could reignite the spark of trust and teamwork they once shared. The conversation between the two is charged with unspoken emotions. While Lily's focus remains on the practicality of the idea, there's no denying the lingering tension between them. Could this proposal pave the way for a renewed partnership, both in business and in love? Or will it reignite old conflicts and insecurities? As fans know, nothing in Genoa City is ever straightforward. Nate's mysterious meeting with Damian. Elsewhere in town, Nate Hastings finds himself drawn into a web of intrigue when he encounters a man named Damian. Nate's recent decisions, particularly his alliance with Victoria Newman and the fallout with his family, have left him navigating treacherous waters. Meeting Damian introduces a new layer of complexity to his storyline. Damian is a shadowy figure whose motives are unclear, but his connection to Newman Enterprises raises red flags. He claims to have information that could either bolster Nate's position within the company or bring the entire organization to its knees. Intrigued yet cautious, Nate agrees to a private meeting to hear Damian out. During their tense exchange, Damian reveals insider knowledge about a potential scandal involving Newman Enterprises. The details are vague but tantalizing, pointing to financial improprieties that could tarnish the company's reputation. Nate is torn. On one hand, aligning with Damian could give him leverage against his detractors and solidify his position. On the other, it could backfire spectacularly, putting his career and his relationship with Victoria at risk. The dynamic between Nate and Damian is fraught with suspicion and manipulation. Damian's calm demeanor contrasts sharply with Nate's barely concealed anxiety. It's clear that Damian thrives on power plays and sees Nate as a useful pawn in his game. However, Nate is no stranger to strategic thinking and begins to question whether Damian's intel is genuine or a trap. The fallout and speculation. As these storylines unfold, fans are left speculating about the potential fallout. Will Billy and Lily's collaboration rekindle their romance, or will it push them further apart? Their history is a mix of passion and pain, and their shared ambition could either unite them or serve as a reminder of why they parted ways. The proposal's success hinges on their ability to trust one another, a tall order given their past. Meanwhile, Nate's meeting with Damian could have far-reaching consequences for Newman Enterprises and his personal life. If Damian's claims prove true, Nate might find himself holding the key to a corporate scandal that could upend Genoa City's power structure. But aligning with a dubious figure like Damian carries significant risks, including alienating Victoria and further damaging his already strained relationships. Victoria Newman's reaction to these developments will undoubtedly add another layer of drama. As a savvy and ruthless businesswoman, she's unlikely to take kindly to any perceived betrayal from Nate. Her loyalty to her family and her company could lead to a dramatic confrontation if she discovers Nate's involvement with Damian. Fan reactions and predictions. The intertwining of Billy, Lily, Nate, and Damian's storylines has sparked lively discussions among fans. Many viewers are rooting for Billy and Lily to find their way back to each other, citing their undeniable chemistry and shared resilience. Others believe their time has passed and are eager to see Lily explore new romantic or professional opportunities. Nate's arc has been polarizing, with some fans sympathizing with his struggle to carve out his place in a high-stakes environment, while others view his recent actions as a betrayal of his family's values. Damian's introduction has added a layer of mystery, leaving fans speculating about his true intentions and the potential repercussions of his revelations. Social media is abuzz with theories about how these storylines will intersect. Will Damian's intel connect to the corruption Billy and Lily aim to expose? Could Nate's decisions inadvertently bring them into conflict with Newman Enterprises? The possibilities are endless, and The Young and the Restless continues to deliver the unexpected twists and turns that keep its audience captivated.